Hello, this is Sandeep, and today we will see the seventh experiment in compiler lab, that is predictive parser. So our aim is to write a code to parse a given string using non-recursive predictive parsing for the given grammar. So how this thing works is which in the input box you have to give the parsing table, like it will have non-terminals and input symbols. We should give these symbols and the non-terminals and also the table here. Using this parsing table, the final output should have stack, input, and also the output. So the code for this particular question is, yeah, this is the code. And here if you see the first thing, this is the main function, and in main I have given two variables, like two functions like set terminals and set variables. Actually set terminals is here. This set terminal has a print statement like enter all the terminals separated by space. So it takes all the terminals which are separated by space. To separate that, I have used dot split function. This is an inbuilt function where it splits the two strings using space. And then next one is set variables. Set variables will ask all the variables separated by space, and uh, here I have used the same function. And after this, if we go back to main, we have the print statement like enter element, enter each element one by one. So we have to enter each element, like in the given question it is like first we have entered all these things, then non-terminals, and now we have to enter each one by one. So we have parsing table which is equal to new string of variables dot length. So here we should create an array which is based on variables and terminals. It will take both the lengths and then make an array. So here the user gives the first variable length and also the terminals length. So these thing will be taken as one particular array, and this thing will be taken as another one. And using those two, the parse table is formed with a particular matrix. And after that, given a for loop in which it starts from I starts from 0 to variable dot length, and it will be incremented, and j has starts from 0 to goes till terminals dot length, that is the total length of the terminal. And then a parse table is created with the matrix ij, which is equal to s dot next line. So it will go to the next line, and then here we have I equal to 0 to I less than variable dot length, and so on. It will be incremented. Next j will be incremented, so on, terminals dot length, and then system dot out dot println. This has the parse table, like it will be having the parse table I comma, like parse table of I j, which also has comma in it. If comma is present, then it will go to the next loop, that is which has system dot out dot println. And then in the next statement it asks the user to enter the input string separated by space. So this is the input string which we give to the program, and using that input string it will check each and every case, and it will finally format a table. So here we have different thing like while variable stack. So we have two stacks here, one is variable stack and one is input stack. So while variable stack dot empty, output will be the parse of variable stack comma input stack. So it is used inside the if statement, which is given below, to store the variables yet to be reversed. So in the given question, if the input is this one, then it should take the input, then it should reverse it so that it can fit in a stack, and then again reverse it back and send back to the input stack. So the first reverse is done here, string to reverse, which is used inside the if statement. and then if output dot equals go on, here we have a code like if it is go on, then it will continue the process, like it will print variable stack input stack comma null. So it will put variable stack input stack and null is the empty space, and then it will continue. If output dot equals to empty, for empty place I have given this symbol inverted comma, and using that it will print variable stack input stack and not accepted. So and then it will break. If it is not accepted, it will break, and then another if has output dot equals to accepted. If the output is equal to accepted, then it should print variable stack input stack and output. So it should be something like this: variable stack input stack and then the output. And after this we have two reverse function which is equated to output dot split. It splits based on this, and then a new string builder is formed in which two reverse L dot equals to ampersand. Here if the ampersand is given, now it will print same like a variable length, like I mean variable stack input stack and output. And after this it will continue, and then if it goes to the next thing, that is append. Here the two reverse of L, actual reversing happens here, and also conversion into string. So again the whole string should be reversed and converted back into a string, else it will show the output as not accepted, parse table mismatch. So here we have functions like which are useful in the above main program. Stack pusher, what stack pusher does is it actually takes the function to push and it appends it to the stack. So for the given string it appends it to the top position and then it reverses it. So the next reverse is done here, and after this reverse we can directly get the input stack like this. And after that I have given character push, which is equal to str dot to character array. So it is converting the string to character array, and after that for character element is push, then s dot push of element, the element will be pushed. And after that string parse, which has stack character s and stack character I. So variable top equal to s dot peak. So to check the top value of the stack, s dot peak is used, and character input top equal to I dot peak. So we have two tops here, variable and input top, which is used by s and I. After this variable top equal to, if variable top equal to dollar and input top equal to dollar, then it should be accepted. So if the final state or the final input of the given code is like dollar, then it should be accepted. And if variable top is equal to input top, then it should return go on. So it's complete the continue the process. Int variable process equal to searcher of variables comma where top, so it gets the position of the variable top. And int input position equal to searcher of terminals comma input top, so it gets the position of input top. And s dot pop, like for every variable after being read is popped and is predictive parser. And after that if variable position, that is the position of where top variable top is not equal to -1 and input position is not equal to -1, then string data equal to parse table of variable position and input position. It will, based on the variable position and input position, the parse table is formed and it returns the data. And after the if loop it returns null. So then we have searcher and also pointer. What searcher does is it gets the string array and to string which is in character. It takes the string search, like it takes the search where character dot to string, where the character is converted to string, and then for I equals 0 to length of the array it will be incrementing, and if array I is equal to search, then it returns I, or else it will return -1. And if the printer of stack character and stack character input and character stack string output, Here the string builder is formed vt, which is um, which gives the stack, which gives the output as stack and tab space vt dot append input. So it will append the input with it, and vt dot reverse. So it will reverse the input. The final reverse is done here, and finally it will print the result as result to string, and it replaces this one, these brackets, and finally the output will be formed. So if you give the input as in the given question, the input is first we need to enter this id I, then plus, then star, and all these things. So I have entered all these things here, you can see here. Then enter all variables separated by spaces. So I have entered the variables like e, and this one, and this t, and the other one, and also f. So these are entered, and after that all the values in the table are given. I have given all the values in the table, and where there is an empty space I have given a symbol like this. So after this, when we give the input string, it asks for your user for the input string. So the input string will be this one, id plus id star id dollar. So it checks all the conditions, and finally the dollar is formed here, and input stack in the input stack, and also in the normal stack, dollar is formed, so it is accepted according to the given logic. Thank you.